Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another monthly roundup. We are going to talk favorites, empties, and not really fails this month. Not too bad. I'm gonna discuss a little bit of the products that I've been loving and things that I've been trying and how I feel about them, and then we're gonna go through my empties. Definitely a different ratio than last month. Last month it was like infinite empties. This month much less, but we're gonna get to that at the end of the video. For now, let's start with favorites, and I'm gonna start with non-makeup related. Then we have some skincare and some makeup to talk about as well. But I wanted to start with something that actually I was teased by my brother about. So he came over on a layover to fly back home, and he said, Alice, you're like a grandma. You sleep with an eye mask. And yes, I bought myself a silk eye mask to sleep with because I wake up with light, sound, movement. I'm like a guard dog. I wake up for anything. It's not fun when it's 30 degrees during the day and the house is like super warm and you want to kind of sleep with the windows open and have the nice air come in. The sound is quite easy. You use earplugs. But for the light, I was always a little bit like, I don't want to have anything on my face. I don't think I'm gonna be comfortable sleeping in it. But then I just bought a silk eye mask. Quite inexpensive. I will put the link below if I find it again, but I think I bought it from a local web shop in the Netherlands, bol.com, and then it just arrived immediately. And it's really, really comfortable. It's really soft. I love it. It, like, even my Fitbit notices that I sleep better, this guy. My husband notices that I sleep better because I don't turn around and wake up 20 times because of, I don't know, birds outside, the light, and we've been able to sleep with the window open. So win-win situation. Get yourself a mask if you're like me. It's awful, but it is what it is. Then we've been starting to see more people. I was actually sick for 1 week during this month, and you might have actually heard it here and there in my videos. I actually went and got tested for coronavirus. It came out negative. I just had a virus that kids of my friends had, and they just passed it on to me. It was not lung related at all, so I actually knew it was not corona, but I wanted to get tested because that's what these tests are for. Anyways, all of this to say, I've been going out a little bit more this month and seeing my core people and just dressing, wearing normal clothes and not my like house dresses and I don't know, sweatpants. And I finally got to use my new Castanier espadrilles. I got the low ones, the 60mm heel, and oh goodness, how comfortable these are. I was influenced by Lydia Millen, who wears I think the high version of this, of course, and she loves them and she's had them now for years and she talks about them for years. And that's when you know that, same as makeup and in fashion, if you use something and could keep using them, it's not just because you were excited the first time to use it or you're excited because it's new. If you love it, you're gonna keep using it. So I bought those and I am super happy with them. I've been using them now pretty much every time I leave the house for like a dinner or something a bit nicer, and they are super comfortable. I'm really, really happy with them. They're elegant but summery. They go with dresses, with pants. So happy with them. Needed to talk to you about them. Now let's get into the makeup. I hope you're not bored by the non-makeup already. I got a big order this month from Italy. If you haven't seen that, there's a haul about it, and I've been actually working through content on these products. But after 2 weeks of using and owning these products, I'm just still very happy, and I wanted to update you on that. So first things first, the Fenty Cream Blush. I like it. I am not blown away by the effect, the way it blends. I was used to the Honest Beauty one and the Sun Kissed by Nude Sticks one, and they're just as good, if not even. I find this is quite similar to the Honest Beauty one, actually. I am not blown away. I love it. The color, I like to use it and I'm using it, but I cannot say it's like revolutionary. That's all I'm saying. Somehow there was such a hype on the internet that I felt like I had to tell you my impressions with the product so far. It works well. It is a pretty color, but it's not the second coming of Jesus. That's all. One product that surprised me was the Nabla Cosmetics Dreamy palette. I showed you during the haul me using it, and I've used it a little bit more, and I like it. It's a good palette. I stand by my first analysis of it when it came out, that this color scheme kind of doesn't inspire me. So actually today I was like, oh, let's use that palette. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? This in the crease, this in the outer V, this or this on the lid, and this in the inner corner. But that's about all I wanna use. I don't wanna use these two. This, I feel, the three regular mattes are just, yes, for every day, they will work great. This is just a regular bronze. I'm not super inspired by the color scheme. The performance of this is exceptional. It's really good, but I would say you have to love the color scheme for it. I'm so happy I have it. Those two bottom mattes, the creamy mattes, latex mattes they call them actually, are so good. So good. I wish, I don't know, maybe they could do singles, or they could make these palettes, since it's still quite a thick palette, they could make it magnetic so that I could take out the ones that I love. Then, of course, I got the gold from Natasha Denona. I've been using it, and I showed you the comparison with my dupes. And yeah, so far, so good. The looks that I did with it, I loved. I've had a bit of an issue with blending Dijon the other day, and I'm still working on it. But overall, I'm so happy of my purchase. I haven't looked back yet. And I also haven't bought the bronze palette yet. I know I left it kind of hanging in my video, the duping video that I just posted, but I still haven't bought it. And I think it's okay. I'm gonna wait to see it in person in a few weeks, because this month I'm gonna go on holidays. We're gonna take a road trip in Italy, and I'm gonna go by a Sephora, and I'm gonna see it in person. And then I'm gonna decide whether I want it or not, whether I want it to buy it there, or if I want to wait for a 20% off sale somewhere, because I don't need it. I love the color scheme, but I don't need it. And I just saw Mel Thompson's review of it, and she was, or first impressions, whatever, she was a bit bored by it, and I understand why. It's the updated boring palette, like her and her friend called it, and I think that's what is gonna happen. Small update on the mini retro. I thought this was not for me, because it's less green. These shades are not green at all. They look green in comparison with the pink, but they're not green at all. I tried it on my eyes. I did a few makeup looks with this, and oh goodness, these two sheeny, shiny shades are so beautiful. Totally worth the palette. The rest of the shades were really good, but these two are pure light, especially this shiny. It's like a pink base with mint green and white. It's pure light. It looks so gorgeous on the eyes. If you haven't got this and it's part, like the color scheme calls for you, this is a good one. It's a really good one. Then let's get into skincare. This month I was lucky enough to be given by Paula's Choice some products to try, and I got a refill of my Paula's Choice Ultra Sheer Daily Defense Skin Balancing SPF 30. This is the one I always used. I finished a tub recently. That's how I got in contact with the brand, and they gave me a new one. I love this, still love this, forever will. But they also sent me to try the Resist Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid SPF 50. This is for normal to oily and combination skin. This is also super good. I find that they're very similar in texture. They're very, very runny and liquidy. They feel like super lightweight on the skin, which is what I need because I have oily skin. I cannot go and put on a mineral sunscreen or an inorganic sunscreen. Let me rephrase that properly, call it properly. I like organic sunscreens. I like very lightweight, non-white, non-pasty formula. So these two for this summer, and I'm set. And actually I'm happy to have the SPF 50 that I love to use, especially when it's sunny and really nice weather, to have extra protection, and the SPF 30 is perfect all year round. So super happy and really enjoying these. And skincare, I've been using these every single day since I got them, because when I don't use makeup, I will still be using skincare. So something else that I've been using and loving actually is the Paula's Choice Radiant Renewal Mask. This is a leave-on mask, or you can remove it after 15-20 minutes, but I use it as an overnight mask, and it contains niacinamide and vitamin C and alpha-arbutin, and it's all brightening ingredients without AHAs or BHAs. So you can use it in combination with your acids. It's a good addition to the skincare, and the skin feels really good. I feel like my skin is softer, a little bit brighter, and that's kind of the idea also, of course, with the Radiance Renewal Mask. I really like it. I believe this is the old packaging, but they're phasing out the packaging depending on the situation in the warehouse for each product. So really been liking this one. And then I have been testing a new product from them, which is the 0.3% retinol and 2% bakuchiol treatment with peptides and vitamin C. And I've been actually using it half face with their old 1% retinol treatment, the clinical retinol. So these two are, I don't know, it's a natural thing to compare them, because this is the strongest retinol that Paula's Choice has, and this guy right here is 0.3 retinol with 2% bakuchiol. So it's clear as a new product to want to know, is this as strong as this one? So I've been testing these two half face. I think I'm now on my 4th week of testing them, but with retinol you need a longer time. I don't know if you can tell that whether my skin is, I don't know if I'm more youthful on one side or the other, but of course I'm wearing makeup, so you wouldn't know. What I can compare is the formula. So this one is a little bit more fluid, whereas this one feels a little bit more, I want to call it silicone-y, but not in a bad way. It's like a little bit more of a cream, whereas this one is a little bit more of a fluid. And yeah, I've been liking both texture-wise. They have not disrupted my skin. I see that they're both absorbed well. They don't give me issues. I'm not having these dryness patches that I used to get with the different gel, for example. These are a much lower over-the-counter strength retinol treatments. And bakuchiol, in principle, is... There's not a lot of research on it, so a lot of brands are just jumping on the bandwagon of using bakuchiol, but there's really just one or two papers with clinical trials that show that they assume that bakuchiol works in the same pathways as retinol, and it actually supports the effect of retinol in cell turnover, but there's not a lot of research on it yet. We'll see what it goes on in the long run. The good thing is this still has a 0.3% retinol, so you know that it's gonna do stuff. It contains peptides, it contains vitamin C, and in principle I've been told that it should be a little bit better for brightening spots. We will see, but I've been trying them and I've been liking both of them. Now to my empties. Not much this month because I finished almost my whole skincare routine last month. So I have a hair product. This is the Giovanni Direct Leave-In Weightless Moisture Conditioner for all hair types. This is a very lightweight conditioner. I applied it at the end of my shower, just before exiting the shower. And it's not a deep conditioner. It's a leave-in conditioner. It's lightweight. It doesn't weigh your hair down. It's very fluid. I actually quite liked it. I didn't feel like it was the end all be all, but I think I'm missing it right now. So I might repurchase it. I'm also looking to getting Shea Moisture, the coconut leave-in conditioner, because I like that range, but this is a very good option. It's very inexpensive. You can find it on Look Fantastic or your local hair shop, I guess. And then 2 skincare items. One is the Isle of Paradise Medium Self Tanning Drops. I showed you that I got a new one in my last haul, and that's because this one was finished, and I pushed to finish it because it was open for a while, and I finished it by using it also on my body. I really like it. I almost like it more than the mousse just because it's so easy to add a few drops in your moisturizer for your skin, and you're tanning and moisturizing at the same time. So I like these. I like them for my face as well. You go through them a little bit faster if you use them also for your body, but yeah, I think very, very valid product. I already have a backup. And then I finished the Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment by Dr. Jart. I didn't love this. I feel like from the treatment point of view, it was doing something to calm my redness. Also, it was color correcting my redness really well because it is a, probably you can see it, a green tone cream that actually blends in with your skin tone, but it's very light. So even for me with a little bit of a tan, you could really see a stark difference. So this is definitely not inclusive for anyone, except for very fair skin tones. And it was a bit thick. So by midday I was really, really oily. It has SPF of 30. Somehow I always think it's 25. It has SPF of 30, and I thought that this was a good sample to try if this was gonna be my new tinted moisturizer for the summer, but it's not. I restarted the Origins one, even though that also has only one color, but that color works for me. So yeah, I still have to find a better one. And guys, these were the things that happened in June. It was a weird month. It all passed very quickly, and I was sick, and then I wasn't, and then coronavirus, and then there isn't. 1st of July, the world starts opening up again, and I think my life will just stay the way it is. I'm excited to go to Italy. We're driving so that we don't have to take a plane. We booked apartments so that we don't have to be with too many people in a hotel. It's an apartment that is like a type of Airbnb. And yeah, I am excited for the month to come. Summer is here. I'm in like summer clothes. I've been buying a ton of summer clothes, and I don't fit in my summer clothes from last year. That is what lockdown does to you. Unfortunately, none of my shorts fit. Oh, the rest, yes, just my shorts. My butt blew up. So it is. Let me know how your month of June was. I hope you're all well and safe. And yeah, with all my love, a big kiss, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.